patient every time, well and good. If the timings are changing, then there will be difficulty. Because the forces which are in the atmosphere, they are also accustomed to the regularity and punctuality and perfection. And they would like to work according to the necessity, and they would be always present as and when required. But if the same timings are there, it will be very easy for you to get the results. Fourthly, there should be proper approach and rapport between the healer and the patient. No misunderstanding for each other, no doubt for each other. They both must attach themselves in such a way that they are accustomed to each other in a fine way, and they always get the results. Then your determination. You must determine that you will be the best healer. Any type of case which comes to you, maybe a more difficult case, maybe a case where the doctor has declared, as I told you last time, that the patient will not survive for more than 24 hours. Or in another case, not more than 6 months. All those people are still living in the world. 24 hours are over before years. 6 months are over before years. But even then they are there in the world and they are perfectly well. So your determination is very, very important. And the determination should be without any doubt in any way. You must believe that you will get the results and the results will be there. And you see that the results do come according to your belief and according to your determination. To give you an example of determination, it reminds me of the example of Mrs. Lincoln, wife of Abraham Lincoln, the most popular president of America. Today also, if you ask anybody who was the best president of America from Washington till Obama, hundreds of people will say Abraham Lincoln. He was considered to be the best president of America because he did the work for American people in the best way that he could. And as a matter of irony, he was also murdered by the American people. It happens with every great man. What we did with Gandhiji, same thing. I am not with the politics of Gandhiji, but Gandhiji as a man in the making. Mr. Lincoln became the president. When he became the president of America, a question was asked to him, "Sir President, what is your education?" And he replied, "Defective." The reporter asked him, "Sir, what do you understand by the word defective?" He said, "I had my education in 9 schools for a total period of 13 months. I have not been able to go to any school regularly. I used to get the admission to a school, could not pay the fees because of my poverty, and had to leave the school after 15 days, 1 month, etc. And in the school I made friends. I borrowed their books. I read those books. I sat with the boys who were my friends and started studying. And my education is that way, limited according to the education which I have taken from my friends. But I had no occasion of going to a school regularly or passing any examination, etc." Mrs. Lincoln, she was a determined lady and she always hoped very high. Mary Lincoln. Lincoln stood for election 17 times as Senator of America and could not get elected at any time. He lost the elections every time. 17 times he failed. 18th time he was nominated as President of America. When he was informed by his friends that he has been nominated as President of America, he uttered the words, "There cannot be better fun than this." He was asked why. He said the man who could not get elected as a senator for 17 years, 17 times, if he is nominated for the highest position of America, what is the chance for him to get elected? No chance. And Mrs. Lincoln on the other side, when she heard, she congratulated Lincoln and said, now my dreams will come true. When I was young, my hand was seen by a palmist, and he said that, madam, you will be one day in White House. And now the day has come. Lincoln said, forget about it, you are a fool. What are the chances for election for me? No chance. She said, there is every chance. You are looking at a half glass as half empty. I am looking at it as half full. That is the difference between you and me. And she said that we will be surely getting elected and will be going to the White House. When a few days were left for the election day, she invited old property buyers. Said, this is the furniture and all this lying with us. Now the election is there after 2 months. And we have to sell off everything because we are going to White House. So please quote in a better way. If you quote better, then we'll take care of you when we go to White House. We'll invite you there also for business. And your fortune will change when you will get the business from President. The man who was standing against Douglas, against Lincoln, was Arthur Douglas. Arthur Douglas was a person who was in love with Mary Lincoln earlier. When they were in a village where Lincoln was there as a postman, Arthur Douglas was working there as a businessman, and Mary Lincoln was there in the city staying with her sister. Arthur Douglas and Mary both were in love. They continued for about 2.5 years. After that, one day Douglas said that I am going to Chicago for better prospects, and I'll call you as soon as I establish there, and we'll get married. Douglas went away, never wrote any letter. The lady would go to a post office, inquire from Lincoln whether my post is there, and Lincoln would say no post. One day Lincoln got tired of everyday inquiry. He said, madam, when your letter comes, I'll come and deliver to your house first. Don't visit the post office. But even then she visited every week. And one day the letter came. When Lincoln saw the letter, he immediately ran to the place where Mrs. Lincoln was staying, delivered the letter, told her, open the letter and read it. What good news are there in the letter? I will go after congratulating you. Lady opened the letter, read the letter, started weeping. Tears were coming out of her eyes. And she said, ultimately the same thing has happened, which I was doubting. Lincoln said, what has happened, madam? Douglas has gone away from my life permanently. He has gone to Chicago, established there, married a woman, has a child, and now he will not come back, and there is no chance for me to marry. As it happens in the pictures, Lincoln took out his handkerchief, gave it to her. Madam, keep courage. Everything will happen good. Don't worry. If he has gone, you will have another person better than him. God has done for your betterment. You are saved. And this and that. Consoled her. After that, Mrs. Lincoln fell in love with Mrs. Lincoln, that is Mary Todd. She fell in love with Lincoln, and she wanted to marry him. Lincoln was not prepared to marry her because Lincoln was a poor man and had no background. He always refused. He said, I can't marry you because how do I maintain you? I don't earn enough so that I can maintain you. And Mrs. Lincoln determined that she will marry Lincoln at any cost. She picks up the day when the marriage would take place. Lincoln ran away from that place on the day when the marriage was to be there. He hid himself in a godown where the grass was kept for animals and came out next day morning. Next day morning when he came out, some friend saw him. He said, Lincoln, your marriage was there yesterday. Where were you? He said, Baba, everything is over now. I am free. Somebody who saw Lincoln on the road went running to the house of Mary Todd, informed her that the Lincoln is taking a cup of coffee at a particular shop. She went running there, caught hold of his shirt, and with the help of two others, drew him to her house. He said, you bastard, you are not going anywhere now. Unless you marry me, you will not be released. And she brought him home, put him in the bathroom, and locked it from outside. And she said, whatever you want, food, etc., will be supplied to you. But unless you marry me, I will not allow you to go away. And she forced him. She was a lady with such determination. And in the election, Mary Todd herself was thinking that this is Mr. Douglas standing as a competitor to Mr. Lincoln. He will not win because he has denied my hand for marriage. If he had married me, he would have been selected and elected. But because he has not married me, there is no chance for him to get elected. And something wonderful happened on the last day of the election. That is not a part of this program, but still you will be anxious to know how Lincoln got elected. In the last meeting on Friday, election was to be held on Sunday. On Friday, a meeting was arranged, last meeting, where nearly 2 lakhs of people were present in New York. And there the system is that people would not come to your meeting every now and then. That one day the meeting will be there by Lincoln, another day meeting by Arthur Douglas. People have no time. So meetings were arranged in a common. So both were present at the meeting. Douglas was the first man to speak at the meeting. He spoke about several of his achievements. He said, I have done so many donations. I was governor of 3 states. I am educated. I am a graduate. I am a social worker. I am this, I am that, I am that, I am that. And this Mr. Lincoln, who is standing as president against me, has no background. He has not done any social work in his life. He started business and failed and has gone bankrupt 2 times. He worked as a lawyer and failed. He worked as a postman and failed. And lastly, he was working as a waiter in a hotel, cleaning tables. Now this man, if elected as President of America, what will he be able to do? Cleaning tables. But still he is standing for elections. No background. And what does it mean? How we expect that he will be elected? And then the turn came for Lincoln to reply. Lincoln said that my friend has broken the ethics of election, the rules of election, because we are not allowed to go into personal life of anybody. But he has touched my personal life, and he has touched it so well that whatever he said is perfect. He has said correctly to you that I was a businessman and I failed, I got bankrupt. He has also said correctly that I worked as a lawyer and I failed. He said correctly that I worked as a postman and failed. And lastly he said that I was working as a waiter, cleaning tables in a hotel is also correct. I have no background, I have no social work, I have nothing with me. I have no education. He is a graduate. He was governor. I failed in elections